Okay, so we're going to look at Trump and look at the energies around the killing of that leader, the strike that was made against him, the killing that he completed, and see what we have here. Uh, you guys wanted to know how it will affect us. That's what you wanted to know. Every time I do Trump, it's just this. It's not shocking, but it just don't make sense. It never makes sense to me spiritually. It never do, but it's not about me. But once again, I don't know much about all this, and it's best that I don't, so that I won't be um, biased. But how would this affect us? It won't. I see, that's strange. You would think that it would affect us in some kind of way. You would think that it will affect America in some type of big impact. But I'm getting that it won't affect us. It's meant to be. This is what's supposed to happen. The timing is perfect. The season is perfect. This is perfection. That's what I'm getting. It's perfection. This is destiny. This is the way it's supposed to be. This was supposed to happen. It will not affect us in a negative way. This was done and this was allowed spiritually for our progress. It's for our progress. It's for our new beginnings. It's for a new opportunity. It's for a new world. It's for a new stance. Things need to shift. Um, we're going into a different place. We're going into a new place. All things will be new because of this. But it shows progress for us. And it also shows that it will take us out of conflict. So if there was any conflict going on, which I'm believing that it was, that we probably don't know about, this actually assists as a win. This was helpful. This is protection. This is taking us out of bondage. This is removing us from being held back or stuck in some type of way. And I kept hearing for show, for show, for show. I don't even think that this was done for, I will say, his people or for Iran. This was done for other people. This is so that other leaders will see us in power and strength. It was done for show. And that's how it makes me feel. Like certain things had to be done so other people would know who we are, how powerful we are, where we stand, and that we will not be held in bondage. We will not live in fear. We are not scared, and we are strong, and we will act. This was done for someone else. This is done for another purpose. This is done for other enemies. This is done to show power and not weakness. It lets me know that some kind of way people been looking at us as weak, looking at us as a lot of talk and no actions. And this move that was made puts us back on top again. Why is it meant to be? Why is this the purpose? Why? This is where the passion is at. It's almost because of love. That's how it feels. Because of passion for the love of us, for the protection of us, because of our hearts, because of, yeah, I just saw like arms being wrapped around United States. It felt like um, because I care about you. This is tough love. This is because we are loved in some kind of way. For passion, this is destined. This must happen. This needed to happen. This is for love. This was done for the love, because he loves us. And this is done for our stability and strength and for the dollar. I just heard that real loud. For the dollar. So that's why this is happening. That's the unique purpose to this. This is a soul destiny. This is supposed to happen. Um, this is a plan. This is for the love, because he loves us, and because of our stability and the dollar. I heard the dollar very, very loud. You know, this kind of makes me feel like being with an abuser. Sometimes you can be abused for so long that you think that it's right and normal, and it just makes me feel like a father that comes in and say, "We haven't been living right. You haven't been loved the way I'm going to love you. You haven't had the stability lately that I wanted you to have. I'm doing this for your good." May not make sense. You may not understand it, but this was done for our good. And because it was called, and I do mean called, this was an assignment of his. This was his assignment. This is Trump's assignment. And because he has no fear, he's able to put action in without a thought, a second thought, without advisors, without counsel, without confirmation, agreement, because he doesn't have that type of fear. He takes the orders and run with it. You know, that kind of made me think about a kid sometimes, when you tell the kids to do this, and that, and they just take off running. That's what he do. He hears, or he acknowledges what needs to be done, and he takes off running. And then sometimes the kids go all the way to the kitchen and be like, "What did you say you wanted?" And I think that's probably something that he deals with. But this was done for our progress, so that we can have options, so that we can have many options. What kind of options? It's for our progress, for the dollar, for stability, because God loves us. So we can have options on healing, coming out of heartbreak. This is actually to bring us out, bring us forth, and bring us out of weakness. This progress that we get from this situation will give us many options on how to be released from betrayal, to be released from hurt and pain. It makes me feel like, because of this that I do, no one would ever underestimate you again. No one will ever betray you in that way again, because you have shown your strength. Why did I just hear Goliath? Goliath? Yeah. It kind of feels like the bully has been knocked down. And because we conquered the bully, one of the bullies, because I feel like there's more to come too. That's another thing. I just see a bench, like at the basketball court, and people on that sideline. And I see numbers coming up. And I see maybe about two or three more to come. Yeah. So this is his number. His number was up, and there's more to come. So we had to take care of the bully, the big Goliath. And now, because of that, we have options. We can make progress. We will receive the respect. No one will take us for granted again. We will not be betrayed, and we can heal, and we can heal and rise. It's meant for us to rise, y'all. It's really, really meant. It's very, very strong. I just saw ladders, a ladder just going up, up, and up, and up. This is for us to rise. Why? So that we can have a new way of being, a new way of living, a new world. It's a new phase that needs to happen in this decade. It's very strong. It's for us to do a new thing. It's for us to live a new way. It's for us to be examined and observed in a new way. This is for newness. Yeah. This is for a new world. And what is that new world? Amazing, because the new world is filled with so much unstableness. Now that's crazy. That's crazy. But I get it. It's almost like I give you the power and the strength, United States, to beat a bully, to overcome the big Goliath, so you guys can go to a new place in a new world, so you can rise up in a new way. But there will be unstableness between you. It's almost like we got a wind that will divide us. This is inner. We're going to be unstable with each other, and we are. That's what we want. This is a wind that brings unstableness within the winners. If we winning, why are we unstable? If we winning, why are we not in unity? Why do we want to be unstable? Because we don't know that we won. See, because we don't understand the true enemy. We don't understand the devil. We don't understand the demonic things. We don't understand the evil. We don't understand the bondage that we were in. We're being deceived by past bondage. When we thought we were great, it's almost like we wasn't as great as we thought. We will be unstable because we want to. Because we don't understand the true enemies around us. So we all win to discuss what happens and create more of an unbalanced nature. Because we have no understanding of our opponents. It's almost like getting mad at the person who knocked out the bully. Like, yeah, they was beating us up, and yes, they looked down on us, but you didn't have to hurt them like that. It brings division amongst the people. But the purpose was to take us out of conflict, and then we initiate ourselves back into conflict by being divided about the win. But the purpose was to take us out of conflict so that we can see clearly, so we can be enlightened about the plans, the overall picture. Amazing. It's almost like we don't know as a whole who the enemy is. We don't know who the enemy is. We don't know what's wrong and what's right. We don't know the difference between the work because we're looking at the people. That's what it kind of feels like. Will we go to war because of this? No. No. I don't see that. I don't see no war. We won't have to be the emperor. We won't have to battle because of this. We don't have to have war and sadness. We don't have to control the situation now because of this. It's already complete. It's already worked out. But even though we don't or we won't go to war because of this, we will still repeat the pattern of the people inside of America being unbalanced. and feeling like it's an injustice to them. And that's the issue. Another repeated pattern of us not being in unity and united and feeling like we are weaker or that we are causing more problems when we are winners. Amazing. Every time I do anything with Trump, there's a very, very strong power and strength where he almost has permission to be him, permission to conquer. Not so much a serve, but it feels like to conquer. He has this conquering gift right now. And it always seems to be in our favor, but it always divides us in the end. It's like we have remorse and we have frustration about conquering. We actually get angry at the winner, which is us. That's how it looks. Why did he want to do this? Because he wanted to create another way to make us independent, not depending on anyone. Now I just saw someone laying on the couch with a therapist. He wanted to do this. He agrees with the task, or he agreed with it because it causes us to be more independent so that we can make action. That's why he's okay with doing it. Like, yes, anything it takes for us to be independent. No more codependency. That's what I'm hearing. No more codependency. He does not want us to be codependent on anything and anyone. Also, it is not meant for us to be codependent, attached, toxic, in bondage by other people. We are supposed to move freely and have many options to conquer. We are the winners. We are the true winners. He wanted to create something. He wanted to create another way of independence. He wanted to create confidence so that we can have self-worth, so we can hold our head up high, so that we can believe we are great and the greatest. He doesn't want us to be insecure. This is Trump I'm talking about this time. He wanted to create this, complete this killing, knock out this Goliath, so that we don't have to feel fear, disappointment, feel low-spirited. So we never have to go back to feeling like we are mediocre. And he wanted to create another way of speech. He wants us to be able to speak boldly about our country. He want to bring the temperance back. He got something he want to say in Sagittarius season as well. Don't forget that. I just heard that. He want to be able to talk, want us to talk with pride and power. And I see some messages from him and by him in Sagittarius season. It's about not doing something. It's about not making a movement towards something. Okay? So, what happened with the killing of this man is going to give him another way to confess something or give a message to us. He has a message. There's a spinoff of this. And like I told you before, I feel like he's not going to be the only one that we will take down. And that's the first thing I saw. I saw people on the bench like waiting in line to be taken care of. The bullies, the Goliaths. But there's a spinoff of this. What happened today gives him messages to be able to give a message to us. I believe that the message will be sometime in Sagittarius season, and it will be about not making a movement on something or not moving towards something. And we may get a glimpse of what this message could be in Cancer season. So Cancer season, look and see what's happening with him and with government. Because what happens in Cancer season or what's talked about, spurred up in Cancer season has something to do with messages that will be coming forth later that year. He wanted to create another way of independence. He wanted us to be independent in what? For what? For balance. To be stable, to maintain. He wants us all to be able to maintain, especially with material things. And to be mentally free, not feeling trapped by other people. Walk away from this trap feeling, but be free. And he also did it so that action can happen. More action can take place. Action to work. Action to give effort. To work towards something. That will make us feel better. It feels like it's repeating itself now. I felt the repeated speech. He can't see. He can't see vision. He can't see down the line. He can only see 2 feet in front of him. He doesn't have long vision, broad vision, 20/20 vision. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have vision. What does he want for us? What does Trump want for us for 2020? What is the overall message of 2020? What does Trump want for us? He wants us to want him. He wants us not to release him. He wants us to keep him. He wants us to want him. He wants us to celebrate him. He wants us to be a part of his entry, his triumphant entry. He wants us to want him to be king. That's what he wants. Okay, so I'm sure there'll be something else going on soon. I'll come back as you request as I move to it. I do know sometimes that my messages throw people off, but it's not mine. I don't know anything. I only can say what I feel, what I see spiritually and energy wise. But email me at revealinghp@gmail.com for your comments, questions, or if there's someone else that you would like for me to do messages on Or if you just have a few more questions about this situation right here. Okay. Now, personally, I'm about to talk. This is me. I keep feeling like the fear is a weapon right now. Be careful about fear. We don't have power and control of what's going to happen, no way, us as individuals. So don't allow fear to scare you. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Just keep being the best that you possibly can be with the time that we have. And that goes for myself as well. But don't let none of these things shake you or move you. Protect yourself, make your money, maintain your money, be a good steward, and continue to increase it. But don't let these things move you, because fear sometimes is used as a weapon. And that's the last thing we need, is to be scared. We can't be scared about the carousel horses going around and around and around. How could we be scared of that? It's built to go around and around and around. There's no need to be scared of it. If anything, just move away from it. But it will continue to go around and around and around as long as it's connected to the source. When he, if he loses his power, he loses his power. Um, but other than that, I truly, truly believe God bless America. I truly believe that. And I truly believe that we are powerful and need to be respected. And I don't even talk like that. But I've done this too many times since he's been in office, and he has actually caused me to have more pride in this land. And that's it. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.